Our outgoing Attorney General, who was allowing guns to go into the hands of drug lords on our southern border, who has not brought any criminal charges against Black Panthers who were doing voter intimidation. This is an honorable man. He said, while the grand jury proceeding in St. Louis County has concluded, the Justice Department's investigation into the shooting of Michael Brown remains ongoing. Right. In other words, this is going to be double jeopardy. Eric Holder is at least insinuating, look, maybe the grand jury there failed to indict, but I'm going to instruct my federal prosecutor there to bring civil rights violation charges against Officer Wilson, perhaps. I have said before, and I'm sorry that my emotions are getting away with me a little bit, but I really believe that Eric Holder is a despicable human being. He is a despicable, arrogant, unjust, racist. He is a despicable human being. But again, I digress. I'm going to play a little bit more of President Obama's speech. I want to say something for the record here, okay? Because this show is watched by our political enemies, people who hate my pro-life work, people who hate me. And there have been people over the years who are foolish enough, stupid enough, to say that I'm racist when I make statements that are like Jesse Jackson made. And I'll tell you that statement in a minute. But for those of you who don't know, 2 of my children are African American, okay? I adopted 2 black children. One of them I saved from abortion on death's door, literally. Her mom was going in to have her aborted when I begged for this baby's life and ended up adopting her. She's my daughter, and I adopted her older brother. God rest his soul. He was killed in a car accident almost 3 years ago when he was 30 years old. So if you have the gall to say that I'm racist, I would say to you, shame on you. Okay? You go ahead and try and adopt children of a different origin than you and live in a blended family in some areas where they frown on that terribly, and see how it goes for you. So I can say what Jesse Jackson said with a little bit more force than some people. But Jesse Jackson, for you who don't remember, said that he's really grieved. This is years ago. He said he's really grieved at this point in his life that when he's walking down the street at night and he hears footsteps coming up behind him quickly and he turns around and looks, he's relieved to see that it's not African Americans. He's relieved because he knows that statistically, in Washington, D.C., if he was walking down the street at night and he heard steps coming up from behind him quickly, statistically, okay, that he would stand a greater chance of being robbed or assaulted if those footsteps were being made by young African American men. I'm going to take a break, look at Obama's speech when we come back. I have been a leader in the pro-life movement for 30 years, and sadly we have not prevailed in our goal to make it a criminal act to kill an unborn baby. There's reasons why we have failed. I wrote this book, A Humble Plea, to Catholic bishops, to evangelical clergy, and to lay people, explaining where we went wrong and what we have to do to prevail. We've made this available as a PDF online for free. I encourage you to go and download your own copy. We have put together what we call an online university for you. Now that's a highfalutin way of saying that we have a pretty significant library of material, books, tapes, videos that are there for you for free. Why are we doing this? Because America is desperate for new leaders, and because this material could help you to become the leader that you and God want you to be. Check it out and enjoy it.